All right, welcome to Future Casting. So this is our first workshop in our Fine Tune Your Manifesting Skills series of classes. And so future casting is one of the most important things, the most important skills you can actually learn to create a future that you love, because we create by what we say out loud, what we believe, what our emotions are. So our goal really is to bring everything into alignment so we can actually create the future that we would like. So we'll be working on that with this workshop. If you'd like, you can have some essential oils ready, and you definitely will need a journal and something to write with. And you have 2 sound baths for this, 528 hertz and 741 hertz. So I'm Linda Kilpela, and I'll guide you through this exercise here, a couple exercises. So manifest, just the word in general, means to display or show a quality or feeling by one's acts or appearance, to demonstrate, to be evidence of or prove. So when we think about manifesting a future that we love, like literally showing up as our true selves in this life, really have to align the body, mind, emotions, and spirit with that. So to release some of the excuses and really just show up fully. So you need to demonstrate it so that way your body can actually move into action. So think about manifesting our reality. We do that with our thoughts and emotions and our actions. And a lot of those, when you think about our energy field, our thoughts and emotions are like little magnets that are drawing more of the same experience to ourselves. So when it comes to manifesting, to prove it, you really have to really kind of clean the slate and put out there what it is that you want more of, like to be a lot more mindful of that, obviously. So mindful, not mindful. So when you're mindful, your mind and body slows down and you can hear your inner guidance. If your mind is busy, you miss out on all of that. So this is often unheard or ignored in your daily busy lives. So the goal is to honestly leave the hustle and not be mindful, but to just take that pause for peace and be mindful. So be mindful of what you speak out loud, as that is how you create reality. I thought this little image was perfect for that. You see the huge, big kapow, the harm caused by thoughts in the head, versus a little teeny kapow, the harm caused by what happens in reality. So oftentimes we blow things so far for proportion. So the goal is to just be more mindful. So that way you can hear your inner guidance and create a plan that actually works for your life. So your future. What would you like your life to be like 1 year from now? So we'll go ahead and pause the video and just write 3 to 5 sentences. So now we'll dive a little bit deeper. So of the 1,440 minutes per day, how do you spend your time? So are you creating a future that you want or do not want? So what are you spending more time making excuses? When are you spending more time creating excuses rather than aligning with your true destiny? So just give that a thought here for a moment. We'll pause the video and just think about when you really get distracted during the day and this does not align with the future that you want to create. So as you look at what you wrote down, like the different ways that you might have distracting, that you're distracted away from your true purpose, just make that choice to maybe eliminate some of these distractions or just to work on them, obviously. So are you busy finding reasons why your vision of your future won't work instead of getting into the action steps of making it happen? So when do you talk yourself out of the future that you want? So this is just kind of an extension of the last slide, but oftentimes you get stuck in the rabbit hole. It depends on even what you're working on. Say you're working on forgiveness and you just find all these reasons to not make it happen. Or maybe you're trying to manifest more abundance in your life and you're putting your own roadblocks in your way. So just take a moment to reflect on this and write a few things down. Yeah, oftentimes you have people in your life or habits or a job, things like that, that hold you from really becoming authentic and creating that future. So just bring it in. Consider the option of taking full responsibility for your life. That way, you're not blaming anyone else for not fulfilling your true potential. So, limiting beliefs, it really all comes down to that. So, why do you sell yourself short and your future short? So, when you put your own limits and limiting beliefs on yourselves and your future, it's usually because of one of two reasons. So, you either don't believe it's possible for you, or you aren't willing to do, be, or give what it takes to get there. It really is honestly just comes down to these two things, like self doubt and all of that is right behind the scenes. So, limiting belief number one, you don't believe it's possible for you. So, oftentimes you create, you think of this future that would be absolutely fabulous and purpose filled, but you don't believe it's possible for you. So, there's obviously going to be some doubt there that we can clear, of course. So, do you spend more time believing in the future you want or finding excuses for why it's not possible? So, when you actually do future casting, you let go of the ego and you're literally writing what feels more in alignment. So, coming from a higher vibration, not coming from blame and excuses and I got to do this, I got to do that. Just coming from that higher vantage point, which we're going to move to soon. So, limiting belief number two, you don't want to. So, you're not willing to do, be, or give what it takes to get there. So, when you have this future that you'd love to experience, you really have to get out of the way, release the doubt, be willing to do the work. So, let's go ahead and jump into the sound bath. And with this, I'm just going to have you do some breath work. You're welcome to use your essential oils, put them on your solar plexus, and just listen and breathe deeply. So I would recommend just sitting with a straight spine, getting grounded into your sits bones and rise up, crown up towards the sky, and then roll your shoulders back and bring your ears over your shoulders and just relax and breathe. So, releasing limiting beliefs, just allow the sacred sounds to move through your body. The solar plexus is all about personal power. 528 is DNA repair. So, go ahead and listen to this sound bath and just simply breathe, be present with what's coming up so far. So that way we can move into the solutions part of the class. So believe, practice spending more time believing in yourself and your future than doubting yourself and your future. So as you listen to the sound baths and step more fully into your power, it becomes easier, more smooth to create that future that you're here to live. So, but the truth is, we have to let go of the life we've created to have the life that's waiting for us. So it does take some time in solitude and quiet so you can actually hear the spirit. So it doesn't try to yell louder than you if you're busy in the hustle. So it's nice to find that quiet space inside, listen to a sound bath, and really just start to integrate the thoughts, emotions, and beliefs of your future. So that way you can create it. Because you can't create it with the same thing that you're doing right now. You'll create the same thing that you're doing right now, literally forever. So repetition. So the goal is honestly to let go of what's going on and kind of create a plan that actually works and communicate about it out loud. So challenge yourself to go 4% beyond your level of skill every day. So leave your comfort zone. Growth always takes leaving your comfort zone. It's impossible to get anywhere if you stay in the same place. So we call it the 4% daily stretch. So 40% growth in 10 days, 400% growth in 100 days, and 4,000% growth in 1,000 days. It's an amazing concept. It's very little, but even if you only do 1% growth, it still starts to add up and your life does begin to change. So as you continue to up level, maybe with your thoughts, your emotions, your behaviors, just even 1% a day, daily stretch, your whole life will change over time. So it's an amazing concept that actually works, but to like realize and give yourself, kudos, the big win for actually doing it. Because most people will stay in their same reality and complain about it forever and die in that same place, wishing they had done something. So just be brave enough to do that little stretch and give your body a win every single day, a little something every single day. So turn your blocks into starting blocks. So the only way is forward and through. So when you think about all the different blocks that, the people in our lives, the situations in the world, our mind, emotions, all of the things that block us from our true potential, when you consider that, just to move through those thoughts and emotions and feelings and get to your next level, the only way is through. And we're really conditioned to avoid things that are uncomfortable. And to create the future that you love, you need to move through the knots that you've tied. You need to untie them personally and feel what needs to be felt, learn what needs to be learned. And that way, those blocks are your starting blocks. You actually learn through everything that you've been through so far. So it makes your experience totally worth it. So let's do a little heart breathing here. You can go ahead and look at this chart from expanded to contracted. What emotion is blocking your path? Like when it just comes right down to it, like what is that emotion? And it doesn't have to be on this list. This could be anything, but this is a reminder that emotions under 200 break your body down. Emotions above 200 build strength into your body. So we really want to build strength. So to release anything that we consider to be below the line. And so pick an emotion and then notice where you feel that in your body. And it could be frustration. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be on this list. So dissatisfied, uncomfortable, unseen, all of those things. So choose an emotion and then notice where you're feeling it in your body. So we want to do some heart breathing with this because this will automatically signal like the parasympathetic state so your body could just surrender and let go. So your body only heals in the parasympathetic state. And that's why we focus so much on breath and finding that stillness within, connecting with that, the light of who you are. So the breathing exercises signals all is well, quickly increases energy, boosts respiration, releases toxins, balances emotions, increases inner strength, improves mental clarity, improves mental health, and raises your consciousness. So I would highly recommend integrating breath work into your lifestyle every single day. There's so many different types. For this class purposes of future casting, I would recommend the heart breathing, because that way you really draw in that love and light of your truth, and you exhale what doesn't align with who you truly are. So the heart gets its main energy from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., the middle of the day. It's a great time to do this. I would highly recommend doing it at the beginning of the day and the end of the day as well, and as needed in between. So now we're going to do a sound bath, a 741 hertz. So this is the third eye. We'll bring some intuition and wisdom into this to release the blocks, and then see where you're going. When you're going to go into your future, a year into your future. So 1 year from today, just imagine yourself there before you press go on this sound bath. And then you're going to close your eyes. Picture yourself a year from now, kind of really sink into that, thinking and feeling, just noticing what it's like, who's around. Bring it in with all of your senses. And then you're welcome to just keep your eyes open after that and just journal out what comes to you with these questions. What have you done? Where did you show up for yourself? Which excuses did you stop using? How did you move to your next level? And what do you believe is possible for you? So this is coming from your future self 1 year from now. So go ahead, and you can use some more oils as well. I would recommend heart, third eye, brainstem, and the base of your spine with your oils. And then do a little heart breathing before you settle into this, but just really get into that scene 1 year from now, feeling it on every level. Notice where you're living, who's around, maybe even what you're wearing, things like that. Really kind of tune into it, that life that you absolutely would love to be living. And then go ahead and open your eyes and journal out some of these questions. You don't have to do them all, just whatever calls to you. So as far as future casting goes, you can do this through sound bathing, obviously, using your essential oils, because it's all about sound, frequency, and vibration, where you can actually create those changes within, and positive changes and permanent. So the greatest part of future casting, though, is to speak of the future you'd like to create every single day. So that way you embody it in mind, emotions, and spirit. So it's pretty amazing if you have like a close friend, inner circle friend that believes in you and would hold space for you to become your greatest self. I would recommend just talking to that person for 10 minutes straight about the life that you're creating. And then again, like every single week, but it's something that you can do yourself as well, whereas you can record it from your future state from 1 year from now, record that for 10 minutes and just talk about how fabulous your life is, everything that you're already enjoying, and you're going to speak about it as if it's already happened. It's already happening. You're living that way. And that way your body, mind, emotions, and spirit gets comfortable with the changes, and you could actually move to that next level and create that life that you love. So the more you speak of it, the more your body, mind, emotions, and spirit believes it's true, and you can let go of all the old programming, the old conditioning, and literally create that life that you came here for. But it does take talking about it. It's pretty hard to manifest anything without speaking it out loud. So when you think about that tone of your voice, it literally is like massaging your soul. It's so amazing to really have that deeper connection with yourself. So speak it out loud, even if it's just while you're driving down the road, going for a walk, talking to yourself, recording yourself, or sharing it with great friends, people that will support your future for you to actually create it. And maybe they'll come with you, you never know. But it does, you need to get your voice involved in it, because your voice commands your spirit. So when we think about our spirit, we need that to integrate into our body. So that the only thing that is in between our spirit and our body is the mind and emotions. So if we can fine tune the mind and emotions, give the mind something to think about and create, so it doesn't run all over the place and play all the old records, but it'll like start to really become comfortable with the new story, letting go of the old stories, creating new ones, that little 4% change every day, up leveling your emotions each day. So then the mind and emotions can collaborate and the spirit can come as one with the body. So being whole, it really takes the body, mind, emotions, and spirit to really integrate as one. So talking about this and creating this, taking those small steps towards it every single day, no matter how busy you are, you always have time for a small step. That could be a change of thought or a different emotion, just up leveling just a little bit every single day. And you will like look back and be amazed at how far you've come a year from today. So another reminder, the secret combination to accelerate your learning: review this lesson again within 24 hours, and then again in 10 days or within 7 days, and you'll retain 10 times as much. The goal with the future casting is total integration in the next 30 days. So we're going to like future casting every single week, every single day. Just have it up front in your thoughts as you're going through your day. Be like, is this creating the future that I love, or is this an old pattern? So start to really tune in to what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're saying, all those behaviors, maybe even the things that you do, places you go, and make those choices to fine tune your life to manifest a life that aligns with your destiny. So that way you have no regrets and you live at your next level, from your highest potential. And obviously you'll have a community that aligns with those same vibrations as well. So it'll be totally worth doing the work, because your people are waiting for you. And sometimes that takes letting go to have that future that you're here for. So enjoy this one.